And because Guts is better than Broncos and Vikings, baby, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and goblins of all ages, to another edition of the greatest goddamn D&D stream on this world and the next here. Welcome, the goblins under the stairs. You got Solrak Destroyer ready to slash and bash your Sunday night away with my wrecking crew of epic destroyers. You got Fang the Mang, you got Wilma Chattington, and of course, the gingerest and greatest goddamn D&D DM in all the land here. It's Nate Gonzalez. Take it away, Nate.
Boo 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 boo! Thank you, Solrak Destroyer. Welcome back, everyone, to tonight's Sunday night edition of some Goblins Under the Stairs Guts. We are in the middle of a hefty and hot battle with some drow in here. Let's go ahead and let's give a quick little recap, and let's go ahead and jump back into this thing. Does any one of you three want to go ahead and do that recap? Going once. Going twice.
Did Wilma should since she wrote it?
Going thrice.
What? Oh. Where was it? Because I put it somewhere. Yeah, I could do it real quick.
Alright, we got one.
Where
Let's do it.
did I? Because I wrote it. Move sessions notes?
It's under
Where
group
was it?
notes.
Group notes. Perfect. All right. So, at the beginning of last week's episode, we were all hanging out with our three new drow friends, and we were scheming and planning on just what to do. So, Wilma, looking at Fang's sexy little calves, was just thinking about light feet and decided to pull out the Pass Without a Trace spell scroll, and that we could use that to kind of get down to the main corridor. So we cast that, and we walked down through. We heard some beautifully eerie music, and Solrak and Wilma were, kind of reminisced for a half second after they barely remembered that, that was Wilmore's old band playing those funky tunes. And as they made it all the way down to the bottom, they were ready to rock and roll. Fang got invisibility cast on him. He runs around the corner, starts lining everything up. And then Solrak, getting, time sensitive, getting a little eager, decides to walk out and fall right on his face, clink, clack, clump. And then all of a sudden, all the drow were ready to destroy us. So Fang, being so smart and so very nice calves, he decided to cast what was it, lightning and thunder, blew out a bunch of ears. With that, the crew hits the corner, just starts slaying drow. Fang goes down to the south to keep the matron and her kind of priestesses and her big dogs busy playing a game of find the Fang, if you will. And at some point in time, they cast the matron cast a huge was it demi-demon, kind of comes up. Solrak and the team kind of slash right through it while they're getting hit left and right by a plague, then a poison cloud, and eventually the thing goes down, and Wilma casts, everybody's down and out, so Wilma casts a spell out of the demon soul to get everybody pumped and ready to roll, and then that's kind of where we left off.
Alright, yes indeed, with plenty of these drow mages still hustling their way towards Wilma, Solrak, and your guys' drow allies, and as you mentioned, Fang kind of playing hide and seek with these nobles down to the south, keep them distracted and occupied. Wilma, as you start off, you're coughing and wheezing in this cloud of this noxious gas that you're enveloped in. Go ahead and roll a con save for me to start off the night. Let's go ahead and
Save 4.
A nice 4. Let's go ahead and put on some combat music. As right off the bat, you're trying to make your way out of this cloud, or maybe you stay in here. But as you're sitting in here, you take 14 points. Not much.
Everything's
Poison
half,
damage.
though.
That is correct, yes. So 7 points of
7.
poison damage. You got lucky with that low roll. Um,
Take it.
yeah, as you somehow inhale some of this and wheezing, what do you do from here?
So from that moment, I just kind of put my hand up, and I'm gonna cast level 5 hold person.
Okay.
So that'll give me 4 of them, and I'm gonna basically, because they have to be within 30 feet from each other, and they all are. Yep. So I'm just gonna do the next 4 drow in initiative order. So that one, both the pink ones, the teal one, the black one.
Okay, they have to be within 30 feet of you or of each other, you said?
They have to be 30 feet from within 30 feet of the one I cast it on.
Okay, gotcha. Okay,
Yep.
so hold person, that is a con save?
That is a wisdom save, wisdom 19.
Okay, let me see if I can change my thing to select. It is stuck on ruler for the time being.
Sounds like they all failed to me.
There we go. Alright, so pink. God, this is being really fun right now.
I'm also gonna drink a potion with my bonus action.
Okay, so I'm just gonna roll them like this instead. So wisdom saves. Alright. Okay, so starting off the top, that's a pink one. The 9 total. We'll go with the next, like, kind of magenta one, 17 total. Light blue, also a 17, and then another 9. So all 4 of those,
They're
then,
all
right?
paralyzed. So the one that's concentrating would drop the spell. And if I'm not wrong, so everybody has advantage on them, and every hit's a crit, right?
Any melee attack is a crit.
Melee attack, yeah, for them.
Yes. So let's
Yep.
see. Pink, dark pink, blue, and black are all paralyzed. Let me add that to them.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's 12 points of health back.
Did you take a potion?
Yep. Potion from a bonus action.
Cool.
And then I am going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Can I like still hear them?
Yeah, absolutely. Especially now that you're getting into this room, it seems to echo and reverberate in the chambers, and it's clearly coming from the north west. The sound of the jovial band. Jovial band.
Oh, I can kind of like see a little something. It looks okay. Cool. They're very, very far away. And that is my turn.
Sounds good. Yeah, as you look up there, you see it's kind of like a some sort of restraining wall set up in there. You can see just barely inside of this like iron gate door that kind of has this area shut off. You see like straw-lined pen of sorts, and you can see a couple of, or maybe one halfling or so from where you're standing, playing some music within there. Yeah, battle music song, Carlos. If you can turn it up on the thing, probably on the left-hand side if you can't hear it. You guys can hear it, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, he's got to turn it up. It's low.
Curses.
The Suncraft audio thing. But yeah, so with that, Wilma paralyzes 4 of these drows instantly, lifting up her. Is it a rabbit? Is it a paw? Is that what it's called on rabbit?
Paw.
Yeah.
Rabbit paw.
Yeah, so you lift up a paw and they all kind of freeze in place, making their way towards you guys. One of them drops this cloud of noxious gas that's emanating around this area, leaving you guys with a bit of a breath of fresh air for a moment. This pink one is up now, who is paralyzed. Do I get to, at the end of my turn, remake the save?
let's check that. Actually, I think you do, but let's just double check.
I'm assuming, yeah.
I can throw it in the
But
of the game log at the end of each turn.
Yep. So
Another wisdom
17.
save.
He's kind of like wincing a bit, trying to shake himself out of it, knowing that, conscious of his surroundings and what's going on, but can't seem to break out of this spell that is holding him tight. Let's see. And taking damage or anything doesn't affect the spell itself, right? No.
No, it does not.
Alright, Sornaz is up now. With that, he sees this perfect opportunity to slash down at this guy in front of him. Doing so, he rolls a natural 20. Let's go ahead and roll some crit damage on that. That's +4 on that, so 12. And then another...
Wait for it. Nat 20!
So that's 29 damage on this one. With one massive slash across the chest, you see the poison drenched dagger or scimitar just kind of bleed into its body, and his eyes just go wide as he's paralyzed right there and just falls back like a stone, and he's dead. He moves forward now to this red one, and he's going to try to do the same thing, but he is still standing and active, aware of him. Rolls a 15 to hit, which will just hit, and he does another 5 damage plus 9 poison damage. This one almost falls down to his knees holding this wound. Whoops, I hit 0. There we go. And he is looking very weak now. Sornos looks over back to Tazarak and says, "Finish him off." And we have Fang up now. Fang standing before this yellow dripping Yawkle, this kind of waxy pile of goo. This large, massive, singular red eye staring at him, who seems to be the only one who can see Fang at this moment. You see all these other drow nobles who are quite aware of where you're at. Can't quite exactly see you, but they are aware that you're standing over against that wall. What do you do, Fang?
Give me a minute.
And you're up.
This is the first he's heard of this, so he's gonna need a minute to process.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, there's so much I could do. Okay. Yeah. So, I do take my staff of thunder and lightning and just thank you, and just go right after the Yawkle with a nice strike. Nat 20!
Yep.
Nat 20!
With the joke, too!
That'll hit. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, I know it will, yeah.
Alright.
And 21 damage to the Yawkle.
Whew. Massive.
Very nice.
Boom! You knock a big chunk of his gooey flesh off its body, flies across the room, slides across the floor. That's one hit.
Yep, and then I slide over to the maiden herself, and go at her. 16.
You go to strike at her, and it's kind of like a little force field around her chair pops up around her, blocking her.
I do have advantage, though, right? For being invisible?
Correct, yeah.
Give me that 23, huh?
Let's see something real quick. Yeah, 23 will hit.
Yeah. Oh, and 10 damage to her.
As you strike into her, she kind of cries out, "Ah! He's over here now!"
And then bonus action, then I give her a nice invisible spitting kick. Boom. 25 and 20. Is that 20? 25?
25, yep, will hit.
Yeah, and 7 damage to her.
7 damage, nice.
And then I run into the corner. And I end my turn.
Alright, as you end your turn, this, let's see, pink one is frozen in fear, or from the spell at least. Let's see if he can knock himself free. Oh, it was close, but nope, he's still stuck there, unable to move, get anywhere from the spell that is holding him in place. Let's see if this next one next to him can try to break out. Again, it was close with on the dice, it just rolled one over too many, and he is still stuck there too. Man, oh man, this one drow on the wall with this giant lizard takes his lizard, pulls the reins on the back of him, pulls it back, and the lizard just leaps off the wall straight towards Solrak, with its mouth agape and trying to chomp down at him. The 17 he misses down on the ground, but the drow warrior on his back, he will lift up his blade and swing it at you. That is a 20 to hit. Misses. He goes and takes backhand and tries to slash it again. At a 17 to hit on that one. So he is going to miss all of these attacks on you as you just kind of dodging out of the way. One of them hits your armor and just clinks off of it. Cerebel is up now, down in the corner. She heard Fangs running across the south wall, and somewhat aware of his direction, but not exactly where precisely. With that, she kind of pulls tight her whip, her multi-headed whip, and see, she heard you run around down here, and she's going to roll with disadvantage some attacks to try to hit you. An 8 to hit, and a 9 to hit. She just takes 2 whip hits, slashes in the air, and you're able to duck under both of them, seemingly not affected at all. And she looks back at her mother and says, "He's not over here. Where is he?" And that brings us to Solrak.
All right. We still have resistance to everything, right, Wilma?
You guys do, yeah. Up to the top here.
So I'm good on that. Cool. So, quick question: Does this giant creature look like if I kill the drow, do we just kind of go do its own thing, kind of like a horse when you kill its rider?
Make a nature check.
Nature.
You've never seen something like this, but it seems aggressive and kind of like tamed in such a way that, or trained rather, that they are here to kill some sort of oppressor to them.
Cool. All right. First things first, I'm gonna take it.
Yeah, let's do it. Let me turn down the music a little bit on my side.
14.
Who's that on?
The drow.
That's on the wizard.
Yeah, the guy riding the giant creature.
Yeah. That will miss as he throws up his blade and he parries that attack.
Well, I'm swinging again, and the 22, so parry that, bitch. Oh wait, you can't.
He cannot.
You
As he
used your
blocks up,
action.
you pull back your blade and you slice underneath of it. You don't know what they got.
I know. I was hoping that I was right. That's 8 damage.
8 damage. Yeah. You find an opening underneath his blade. And let's see if we can
on my own 29. Oh yeah.
Yep, that'll hit.
And that is 16 damage.
Nice.
And I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up with Dawnbringer.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that's a 30, baby.
Was that a 19
With
or 18
11
dice?
damage.
Cool. 3 massive hits into him. You see this warrior, once just looking fully resilient and not hurt at all, is now grabbing his wounds where he can, and has got this anguish and anger in his eyes as he stares down at you from the back of this giant lizard. You definitely have heard him, but he still has some fight in him.
Bring it. That's it.
Alright, Zaran up now, sees the one right in front of him that looks like he's just about to die. Zaran takes his short sword, slashes into him with a 14 will hit, and does enough damage to kill this drow right there.
Yeah, buddy.
With that one gone, he flings his blade around in his hands and sees a couple of them paralyzed. He's like, "Oh, this is gonna be fun." As he runs up to this blue one, and with advantage, it takes another slash at him. And that is a natural 20 and a natural 1, so natural 20 will do it.
Nat 20.
With that, he does that's 7 damage there, plus plus 46, so
God damn.
53 damage. Yeah, I don't even need a sneak attack, as this one just gets cut up straight from the belly button up to his neck. Splits open fillet and just starts bleeding out everywhere. And Zoran once again flips his blades. It's like, I told you it was going to be fun. And it brings us to this purple drow now, who is standing right beside him. Oh, he was actually invisible, or no, he cast invisibility on someone, so no, that person is now not invisible anymore. Let me go ahead and reveal him. This drow right there. I didn't skip his turn, did I? I did. He was supposed to be after you, Solrak. So let me go ahead and take his turn real quick. He would have been visible, but so no advantage on his attacks or anything. But he's going to attack you, Solrak. Takes his scimitar, stabs it at you. 19 will miss. He goes ahead and tries to do it again. 13 will also miss.
Woo! Just keep it moving.
Damn.
So concentration dropped on this purple one. Let me go ahead and make a wisdom save to see if he can break out of this old person. He cannot with a 7. Definitely not, as he's still standing there frozen. That brings us to Kiri, down here on the south. Kind of looks back at her mom, and her mom's looking around over her shoulders. Fang, you can see she's not looking like terrified, but she's definitely looking over like a bit like anxious about what's going on and the fact that no one can seem to hit you or find you or anything like that. So Kiri, seeing her other sister down here, she takes out her staff and she starts to swirl it around in the air, and with that, these lights start to form around it, and then she throws it down in your direction, and that is a fairy fire, which I need you to make a dex save, please. As it illuminates around you,
19.
you once again dodge out of the way of this as it smacks into the wall as you see it projecting its way towards you, totally unaffected by the spell. And once again, she just kind of like yells out in anguish, and she looks down at her mother. Her mother's still like looking over her shoulders, like, he has to be over there. Pointing back in the direction of where Cerebel is. With that, Kiri just actually will come closer to her mom and kind of hold her ground up there. Bringing up to Tazarak, who, let's see, we got the one drow that just swung at you, Solrak. He goes up to him with his short sword and swings a couple short sword swings at him. 26 to hit on that. Will hit. Man, I'm rolling good for the guys against my own guys.
Good.
10 piercing plus 10 poison, so 20 damage there. And he goes in. Actually, let me just double check that this one doesn't have resistance to poison. Okay, no. And then he will go ahead and do it again. Takes another swing, another 25 to hit. Just connects with him fully, doing 10 plus 17, 27 damage there. 2 massive sword slashes with his blade drenched in poison. Hey, Solrak, go ahead and I need to make a con save twice, didn't I?
Oh yeah, buddy.
You're lucky.
And I gotta add my poison damage.
Yeah, so 12. What is the con save again? I forget. I think it is like 12.
It's low.
Check
Yeah.
poison.
I'll just roll 2. 20 on the second one. So the second one will definitely save.
Hold on. Poison.
Okay, it's a DC 10, so we're good. Both of them save.
Yep, DC 10.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool. All right, it's this green drow warrior on this lizard's back down here. Starting to get a little more paranoid as well, knowing that these priestesses and the matron mother herself are seemingly unable to attack this being that is running around here and causing a ruckus. So on the wall they stay, and they run 30 feet to catch up with Cerebel, and with that he takes out the rider, the drow on his back, takes out a hand crossbow and just fires a couple of shots as wildly as he can in the direction to see if he can connect with anything. 13 and no, another 13. Both shots just ricochet off the wall, not connecting to any sort of target. Ravel down here, just north of the Queen and Kiri, or the Matron and Kiri. Oh man, what is Ravel gonna do? Yeah,
Don't take too long.
Ravel. So
That's right.
Fang, once again, actually, I guess this didn't happen to you. I think it happened up north. But he takes out a spell component real quick and rubs it in his hands, and then kind of just throws it in your direction. And you can start to see these black, writhing tentacles start to emerge from the ground. As I need you to make a dex save for me, please. It's kind of just staying around this whole area. 25. Nice.
Damn, son.
Yeah, as these tentacles spur up around, you dodge out of the way. They don't even know that like you're fully there or not. This makes Cerebel do it as well. Cerebel gets wrapped up in one of the tentacles. Unfortunately, as being a byproduct of just standing in this vicinity, she gets grappled by one of these tentacles. Ravel makes it so that, let's see, yeah, just 3d6 damage. These tentacles start to squeeze and pull whatever target is in this area affected by it, taking 12 damage there, but yet you will take, oh no, you don't take half damage, do you?
I don't.
Nope, okay. Alright, with that, these tentacles just kind of sprout up right there, and he quickly just, like, drops the spell immediately, not concentrating on it, so that his sister is no longer being held within it. But the Yaklul, kind of can sense you and just, like, sees you, as it stares its big, massive red eye in your direction. Let's see. Yeah, he can only go a certain amount of distance. He begins to slide on over towards you, Fang, getting right behind the matron's throne. And as his red eye is gazing at you, you start to feel like, almost like you're being hypnotized. You feel these pulses of energy being tossed your way. You feel almost like you're about to get sick. As I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
23.
Motherfucker.
Killing it.
Nice too, man. One-man wrecking machine.
Yeah, you feel as if he was starting to try to connect with your mind through this massive red eye, and you shake out of it, knowing that that's probably not a good thing to have happen to you, and yeah, you have no effect from that whatsoever. Wilma.
It's just, I don't want this to happen.
Yeah. First off, as before the turn or the round starts again, Fang, you would see Matron Xerath start to, as mentioned at the end of the last game, see her grab something at the end of her throne, at the end of one of the arms. It's like a crystal ball of sorts, and she's starting to rub her hand on over it. And that happened at the beginning of like the last round, but in this now you start to see a little bit of a light start to emanate from it. And let's bring it to Wilma.
Is she even in the initiative? Did she get dropped?
She is in it somewhere. Yeah, she was in it. I guess I didn't. Yeah, she somehow did get dropped. Good point. I guess yeah, she didn't take a turn. Wait, no, I had her. Oh no, that was an opportunity attack I had in mind. Yeah. No, she does that, and that's all I'm gonna do right now.
She continues to do it.
Mm-hmm. Wilma, you're up.
All right, so Wilma, seeing Solrax getting into it again pretty much immediately, she's just gonna kind of hop right over, give him a little slap on the butt, just kind of as good old encouragement. But he notices that is the warmest hand he's ever felt on his butt. So that's gonna be a level 2 Cure Wounds.
Nice.
So that's gonna be, it's 11 plus 5 for the whatchamacallit, so that's 15, and then another d8 plus 9 for the whatchamacallit.
11
So
plus
7.
5 is 16, and then yeah, plus 5 is your proficiencies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
so
you-
that's that. And then,
So yeah, so it's 16 for the Cure Wounds, and then the Chalice is d8 plus 4. And do I get the plus 5 for that as well, or no?
it's just for spells.
Okay, all right. So then 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 16 plus 11, 27.
So that's for me?
Yep.
Ooh, thank you, sir.
There's a warm spank on the booty.
He's like, ooh, and
Yeah,
he
just-
feels good.
I literally like see my wounds start to heal, and then I look up at the guy that just appeared in front of me. I said, "Oh, you're fucked now, yeah."
And then this one is hurting, right?
Which one?
The one on the lizard. The
Yeah,
one on the
yeah,
lizard?
he is.
All right, cool. So that was a bonus action. So then for my action, or since I'm small, I can't. Can I squeeze in them like the halfling could? Do I have that?
I don't think you do.
That's only a halfling thing, probably.
It's a
Fair
halfling-like
trigger.
feature, but when you're small, you can typically share space.
I am small.
Yeah.
'Cause if I okay.
Whatever, go for it.
All right, cool. So if I'm gonna shoot, so hold on, I was here. So let me. So that's 15. That's 20. So I'm sharing a space with Solrak, and or nah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to risk getting hit. Dex
Right,
save
here.
on the blue one, with a Sacred Flame.
Okay.
Dex
That's it.
save on the one on the back.
That's a 17.
19. So that's 18 damage, baby.
This radiant light just pours on him and burns his flesh. Being a creature of the Underdark, he definitely seems to hate this bright light.
So then I move right back to from whence I came.
Okay, the
That's
giant lizard will take an attack
Oh
on
no.
you.
Nah, I'll stay. Actually, because I probably would have gone like here. I definitely wouldn't have wanted to get hit by him.
Okay.
If I can do that.
Sure.
Yeah, so I'd have gone here, slapped him, and then went back.
All right.
Thank you.
Sure thing. All right, so
Glorious
this
DM.
pink one is up now. Still frozen, paralyzed here. He starts to shake out of it. He cannot. Sorno's up now. Let's see. Looks like Tazrak, Solrak have this one under control, so he's gonna run down to this pink one here. With that, he's gonna swing around his blades and try to stab into him a couple times. 21 will hit, and a 12 will miss. Just gonna go ahead and do this damage. It's a crit damage though, because oh wait, I didn't roll advantage. He is frozen. Let me go ahead and roll flat roll on this one. And so that will be the first attack, which hit already. Okay, and this will be the second attack, which now hits. Okay, so both hit. does +4 to that, so 8 damage. Plus 19, so that's 27 damage. Plus another 19, and with that one, just completely carves through this drow, laying him out, and he is dead. With these Breg and Dareth drow helping you guys clean house right now, look around and says, one of you guys better help your friend down there. And with that, we are at Fang.
Okay. Here's what I'm doing. So, nimble, invisible me is gonna go boom right there. And then for the full 60 feet, I end up right here. And
Okay.
out.
I am going to disadvantage op attack as they hear you running by them.
Oh, allow it.
Yeah, you better. That's a 9 on 1. Kiri is going to try as well. Disadvantage. That's a 20.
Can I warding flare what's already disadvantage?
Was that nat or dirty?
Dirty 20. No, it's already at disadvantage, so it doesn't do anything, really.
So that'll hit.
Okay, so finally you run by. She just at the last second slashes out into the air, doing 6 damage plus 20 poison. But you feel the sting of the poison on her whip has no effect on you. But she smacks and feels the connection. Like, he's running away. As you do, did you run by Ravel's space as well? This guy.
Hold on. Let me draw it out a little bit. Yeah, it would have probably crossed through there.
Okay, let me roll with disadvantage on him. Yeah. So that's a 6. Okay. As he misses, you're up.
All right, so yeah, so I kind of like, they don't see it obviously, but like I point, or like I put my staff firmly into the ground, and out from the top of the staff conjures up this like massive like lightning sphere, and out from it in this straight line from me to the wall, I cast lightning strike from my my quarterstaff, and so they have to make a dex saving throw, DC 17, and on a fail they take half damage.
Okay. Can you send the ability to the chat?
Yeah.
And you haven't used Lightning Strike yet?
I used thunder and lightning. I haven't used lightning strike.
Let me just check our messages again.
You
did use Lightning Strike already.
You
no, I
use your
didn't.
soul rack with
No,
it?
no, thunder and lightning.
Not
thunder
in
and
not in
lightning-
this fight you haven't, but on October 26th I sent you a message saying
Yeah,
that you
you
did use it.
You did use it against me.
I used against Carlos? No, I
Yep.
used lightning, not lightning strike against him, I thought.
On Luke, if you look at our messages on 10/26, and that's why I put that like we should keep track of all this stuff somewhere.
Yeah, no, but that was lightning, not lightning strike.
No, that was light. That's why I said so far has been that lightning strike that you used. That's why
Yeah, it was
No.
definitely lightning strike because you were away from him. You didn't
Yeah.
like hit him. You cast a lightning bolt came out of you and crushed his soul.
yeah,
No, it was
100%.
And it was because I was kicking your ass so bad that, had to do something desperate.
I thought I wasn't able to do that. I thought I was originally going to do that, but I wasn't going to, and I casted lightning instead. But okay, that's fine, because that's what I have as what I've used: lightning, thunder, and lightning.
But that was just in the
But-
last fight. But I was saying. On
No, I haven't used lightning in this fight.
All right.
Have
Well,
you
just,
Okay, whatever.
let's continue.
All right, well then I'm not gonna do any of what I just did, so I'm gonna take back my 6 health. Move back, and I just go right at the maiden, and I'll attack her with lightning, I guess. So
Damn.
nat 20
Nat
There you
20!
go.
with some authority.
Does that give nat damage to the lightning?
Yeah, it's 4d6 that you roll.
So 19 plus 12 more damage. So that 12 damage is lightning damage.
So 31 total.
Yes.
Damn. That's sick.
Just strike into her, and you guys can see,
That was a
or
big one.
as she can see, and her daughter and son around her just see lightning start to ride through her, just randomly almost, it seems, as clearly they can't see this. And the Yakul's big red eyes staring right in your direction. They all kind of like turn and look over there, and yeah, she's definitely hurt from that.
Yeah.
So am I allowed to attack again for my regular action with that?
Yeah, because that's just a melee attack.
Okay. Yeah,
Mhm.
so then alright, I will, strike her again.
Go for it.
Fuck. 28. It's a 28.
Okay.
7 damage. And then bonus action. Invisible spinning kick to her. 14 and 20. So 20.
With a 20. Yeah, no, she'll take it. Let's go ahead and roll damage.
8 damage.
8 damage, very nice.
So then I will run over to this wall. And let's see, so how far have I gone then? 45 feet. And I'll go right there. That's my turn.
Okay. And as she gets striking, she's like kind of bouncing around from this electrical lightning energy, just convulsing through her body. She shakes herself out of it. She's okay, that is enough. She slams her spider staff down on the ground using her legendary action, and with that, she casts Dispel Magic, and
Uh-oh.
at 4th level, and
Run!
Fang instantly reappears in the space in which
Oh,
you're standing
God.
in, and she points her staff over in your direction. Get him now!
But
And okay, with that brings us to this pink drow up here, and wisdom save. 12 does not succeed. This drow on the back of the lizard charges his lizard to try to take a bite at Solrak first. Let's see if he can. 21 to hit.
It just hits.
There you go. And he chomps into you, doing 6 damage, reduced to 3. The drow on his back kind of skids and turns the giant lizard to its side as he takes a big sweep with his blade to try to strike you. You dodge under it, seeing this big commotion that he's making as he's getting this attack ready. 14 also, just you're able to parry that, no problem at all. He's looking definitely weaker right now. That brings us to Cerebel down in the corner. Can see this bald-headed man standing against the wall.
Oh, no.
They're all kind of like, this is who's been doing this to us? And with that, she cracks her whip in her hand a couple of times, and she looks over at you and just begins to levitate off the ground. Oh, she doesn't actually have enough movement. I thought it was gonna be just 30. I take that back. Instead of levitating towards you, she will cast her last fairy fire on you. Throws a ball of light against you. You see these flames just ignite. I need you to make a dex saving throw.
18.
You quickly dodge out of the way of this one, just barely. And she's like, well, that's the last one I have of those. It's a good thing we can see the little bugger now. And Solrak, you're up.
All right. I see Fang reappear over there, and I scream at him, "Run, Baldy!" And now I'm gonna focus back on this blue guy right here, or on top of this blue creature.
All right.
He made all this ruckus, so I'm gonna take a swing-a-ling at him with Demon Sword.
Can you describe this ruckus?
17.
A 17. He throws up. Actually, he doesn't need to. It misses.
Okay. Oh, nat 20, bitch. Nat 20, bitch.
He
That
goes to
miss?
throw up his blade and just.
Does that miss?
Nope. It hits.
Does he parry it?
He cannot parry that. Oh, but I love that damage.
13
God
plus
damn
1.
it.
What's 13 plus 1? Remember, I had 2 damages.
Yep. So did you crit though?
So it's
Also.
14 plus 8.
Yeah.
Or oh no,
And then
it's
plus 10 more, right? What's the fire damage? Yeah. So with that, Solrak, he just dodges out of the way of your first attack, and then you see an opening as he resettles back down on the saddle, and you just carve through him, and he slowly falls off the saddle, bleeding out, and yeah, that one's dead.
And I notice he's like trying to die dramatically next to me, so I just like stomp him out real quick. And now I focus on his creature, and I'm gonna take a swing at it with a Demon Sword. That's a 12.
That will hit.
Really?
That hits him.
Fuck yeah. Okay.
Jesus.
I don't see my second damage.
Yeah, 8 total. That's what we got here.
Okay. And then I'll swing again with Dawnbringer. 31.
Cool. I thought that was a nat 20. Yep, that'll hit.
That's 13 damage.
Yeah, 2 massive hits into this thing. Goes, oh, and it's looking pretty weak. Yeah, it makes a strange guttural sound, just kind of like wheezes in your face. All right, that's it for him. Brakthal, right next to you, sees you hurting this lizard, so he runs over and jumps on its back. Tazarak takes an opportunity attack.
Can I take an opportunity attack?
Nope, because you didn't leave your range. 23 to hit will hit.
Oh.
Let's see the damage.
Come up. Come up.
8 damage plus 10 is 18 damage. Okay.
Oh wait, roll a save with your
yeah.
lizard for the
That's
poison.
right. I'll do 1 save for him. Con save. Yeah, he takes some poison damage.
Yeah, it's a D4.
Make it 1.
Oh, he takes 4.
Oh, damn. I was hoping it was just gonna be 1. It'd been funnier. All right, so let me move this token to the bottom, hopefully. Cool. All right, so Brakthal on his back now takes control of this giant lizard, and with his scimitar in hand, takes a couple slashes down at you, Solrak. That is a natural 20.
Damn.
He does a total of, that's 12 on this, so 6 plus 28 halved to 14 halved to 7 because it's poison damage. So
6 and 7.
yeah, 13 points. 13 points of damage total. As he goes and takes his blade again and takes another big slash at you right on the back of this giant lizard. 13 to hit will miss. And
Yep. And by the way, I hit the lizard with both of my swords, so you should do 2 con saves.
did you dip
I had
the
plus-
Dawnbringer also? Okay, cool.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did both of them.
Let me go ahead con save on that one. he succeeds with a 12.
Bitch. Okay, good.
All right. With that, he pulls back on the reins of the lizard, and actually no, he can't have a move right now. So yeah, it's gonna end his turn.
Very good.
Matron down in the bottom here sees this this bald fella who's been causing all this ruckus around here, and with her hand sitting on the edge of the arm here, she begins to like spin it around, and Fang, the light that was inside of it begins to turn black. It gets darker and darker, and soon enough you see it begins to leak out of this sphere right here as she casts darkness. You see this black cloud of darkness just envelop her and two of the other drow right in this vicinity, and you just cannot see them at all. Now you just hear two can play that game, Baldy. And that is going to end her turn. You hear, maybe it sounds like some footsteps coming closer to you, but Zoran up now with this paralyzed one right beside him. So man, I could get used to this. As he swings with advantage. 14 will just hit on him. Let's go ahead and do it again. Yep, that'll hit as well. Let's go ahead and do some crit damage. That's 12 really, plus 58. Let me actually, he needs to make a con save for this one. Oh, he's gonna fail. Yes, he does. So with that, he just completely carves down this drow as well, leaving him in a pool of his own blood. Spins his blade around and says, "Let's do it again." As he runs up to this pink one, and with advantage, will swing at him. That is a 15, which will hit. And, I'm sorry. I did 2 attacks already on that last one. Never mind. He only gets 2 attacks. He just runs up to him and he's ready to do it again. Kiri is up now. Fang, as I mentioned, you can hear footsteps coming closer and closer to you in the darkness. That cackling kind of laughing sound from beyond that veil. And you're like looking around with fear as suddenly one of the female drow makes their way out of it with her whip in hand and takes a couple attacks at you with it. 23.
Yeah, I'll use Warning Flare on that one.
Okay, so 18.
Nice, so that misses.
And then she cracks it again at you with another 18. As you just barely dodge out of the way of that last one. You blind her for a quick second, just she starts to go wild on that second hit, unable to hit you. And she will fall back into the darkness.
Man, I can't take opportunity attack.
Yes, you used a reaction.
Yep.
So with that, Tazarak is up now. Is he underneath? Oh no, he's right there. He will help Solrak out on this mission of killing this leader drow up here. With his short sword in hand, he slashes at first the lizard, and the lizard will go down with this. Once again, just kind of expelling this weird sound and like this like awful smell. It's kind of like a pasture, like a cow pasture smell out of his mouth. And he goes and tries to take another swing now after Brakthal slides off the giant lizard. He takes a swing at him, and Brakthal just dodges underneath of this swing. No effect on him at all. Green drow on this lizard's back over here. They go running through this mist on the lizard's back, and he jumps through off of the lizard's back and goes to try to attack Fang. That is a 12 to hit and a 9 to hit. Misses both of those and jumps back into the darkness. By the way, there's a new darkness AoE that they have now, and I love that it actually hides tokens. It makes a
Cool.
nice fucking effect. Cool. Ravel up now. Fang, you can hear. It sounds like some sort of like sparks coming from the north of this cloud, and I need you to roll a D100 and pick high or low.
The last time this happened, I told Johnny to pick low, and it was high. I'm gonna stay with low.
Okay, and do you want low to be a success on my end or a failure on my end?
I thought you were gonna say a success on your end or fail on my end. I want it to be a success on my end and a fail on yours.
Okay, so low. Go ahead.
I want low.
Yes.
Yes.
What was it? I can't
29.
see. 29.
29.
Nice. Okay.
It was so close to being 80.
You see as he's starting to, you hear like a spark, and you see a plume of some sort of smoke just kind of emit from this area here. Why won't my monster search? Let me just try to clear something out. As you start to hear some sort of squalling and like kind of crying out of some sort of fiendish monstrosity. I'm gonna refresh my screen real quick. Hopefully I don't go away. Yeah, you see a plume of smoke rise up out of this darkness after hearing this kind of like crackling sparkle sounds. And with that, you hear another kind of creature make a crying out kind of groan from that area. And once I'm loaded in, let's see if I can do it. Sorry, it's loading in my DM screen.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Hopefully the combat tracker didn't clear out like it looks like it did.
It did.
Yeah, I see that it did.
Round
Hopefully.
1.
I'm still invisible.
Oh, no,
there
it
it's
goes.
fixed. Cool. Weird. Okay. I'm just gonna add this one. It doesn't have... There we go. Of course, now that I pushed that, it just shows up. So, out of the smoke comes some sort of form. Go ahead and make its initiative match his. You hear crying out, some shrill cry. It sounds familiar from like kind of what you guys heard back with Azax, the Mind Flayer. As you see this tiny little fiendish, impish demon come running out of the smoke. Ah! Its mouth open ajar and screaming at you. You see it's like horns protruding off its head, and it's got this scaly flesh. He comes writhing at you with these claws and tries to take some swipes at you with it. A 15 will not hit, and actually he only gets one attack around, so that's going to do it for him. The Yakul up now, though, unable to break through that that dome of yours and get control over you. He stays back 10 feet away from you as one of his long, blobby arms extends out and tries to slam you. That is a 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
And he'll do it again with a 16. Okay, so he does 5 points of bludgeoning damage to you. And as you feel this liquid just kind of pour over your flesh, you can sense the burning of poison that would be present if you weren't you. You bastard.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it for him as we take it to Wilma. Wilma, you see 2 enemy drow in your area currently.
So I just kind of holler to the guys, let's finish this up. It's time for the main course. And I just kind of run up here. I'm gonna throw a the one next to Solrak. He's kind of like beat up, right?
Yeah, he was like the father slash brother of some of these, and he's definitely like a warrior. Yeah, make a weird face about that. And and he's definitely taken a few hits, but he's definitely still has a lot of fight in him, or
All
a
right, well,
decent
this
amount of
one,
fight
this
at least.
got it. This one in front of me is probably a cakewalk, so I'll throw a sacred fire at him.
Yeah,
14 damage.
he fails
The
being
one by soul.
paralyzed.
Oh no,
By soul rack.
I mean the one
Gotcha.
by soul rack. Yeah.
Okay. Dex save. 21.
Pass. That's gonna be that.
Okay. All right. Sornos sees you and Zaran over here by this paralyzed one. Just kind of laughs like, "You guys got that." As he runs back on over next to Solrak and begins to help him out with this guy up here. That's a 23 to hit. That will hit. He does 10 plus 6, so 16 damage, and takes another backhand swipe. Goes at him. 16 to hit. He goes and parries that attack. Does not get through. 16 damage though, and he has used a reaction. So with that, did you take a potion or something?
Yeah. Yep. 14. Yep.
Okay. With that, Fang, you're up. You are surrounded. You have this black cloud of darkness that is impenetrable. You cannot see through it, but you definitely know that there are drow and other creatures within there. But you also have this tiny, impish fiend in front of you, and the Yakul staring at you. What do you do?
Yeah, so before I do anything, I just kind of like just yell into the darkness. Ha! It's 1 against 7, and you're hiding behind darkness. You know, you can't spell coward without spelling the word drow. And I slam down my staff and cast Thunderclap, so that'll be all of my abilities for my staff. So they have to make con saving throw DC 17.
Okay, everyone that's down here, essentially, right?
Within 60 feet, I'm sending it now.
Yeah.
But everyone hears it, but only just the people within a 60 feet radius
Yes,
are affected.
Just everyone down here. Alright,
Correct.
so it's a con save, right? 17.
Correct. Wow, what the fuck? Are you fucking kidding me?
That's the damage?
That's the fucking damage. So it's either 2 or 1.
Guess they'll be deaf.
That's true. I mean, it doesn't really do anything.
Okay. So, yeah. A couple of them, I mean, you wouldn't be able to really see this, but the Yakul and the Closet, this fiend in front of you, definitely seem to get blasted. You watch a bunch of chunks of this yellow ooze just fly against the wall. The Closet just, how much health does he have? He's still alive. But definitely he's like, ah! Just grabs his big ears and he's screaming out at you. Looking hurt. Oh wait, I forgot to add, deafened as this condition. Okay. And you can hear Cerebel yelling down at the south. What? I can't hear you! Mother! Mother! Just screaming out. And yeah, it seems like the Yakul is completely like... yes, he's deafened, but he can still have full like motor control over what he's got going on. But yeah, you got that was in action to do that.
Yep. So then I run away.
Okay.
And so let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20.
The Yakul will take an opportunity attack at you. He's got a 10-foot reach.
Do they? I guess because it wasn't a melee attack specifically.
Correct. Because it wasn't a. Let me just reread that to make sure.
Yeah, hold on. Where's mine?
When you make a melee attack against a creature. Yep. So 25 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
He does 8 points of bludgeoning to you.
Alright.
You know what?
5, 10,
Let's give the quads a little strike too. We'll have fun.
30.
Oh, I almost did it. 7. Miss. Go on.
Almost. And I stand right here. And let's see real quick. I will take as bonus action greater healing potion. If it'll let me.
Yeah, bonus
Come
action.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, my AboveVTT was being funky. Okay. Yep, oh shit. And yep, that will be my turn.
Okay. This pink one, let's see if we can break out of this hold person or whatever it is. Oh, nat 1.
Nope.
I thought that was gonna be a nat 20. No, he still stuck
what
there.
you need,
His
man.
eyes wide. He's like gritting his teeth, looking at you, Wilma, and Zoran right next to him, knowing that not gonna be alive much longer. Cerebel. So Luke, how long are they deafened for again?
For 1 minute. For 1 minute.
1 minute, cool. Okay. Can't hear herself too. She like tries to start to yell out to potentially cast a spell of sorts, but she can't even hear herself to do such a thing. For some of her spells at least. She begins to levitate into this cloud of darkness, and she just disappears there. Fang, you don't see where she went or what she's doing. Solrak, you're up.
All right. Dokes, I'm going to take a swing to hopefully try to finish this guy with my
You
demon
better for
sword.
Ace Man. Ace Man says you're sassy.
Ho ho! Let's see what dirty 20. Must be a nat.
That'll hit. He uses reaction.
That's
Yes.
13 damage, and you a con save.
Con save. Whoops, that's a check. Let me roll a con save. Yep, fail. Actually, so the whatever, fuck it, it's a fail. I was gonna say if I kept the first roll and added 3 to it, it would have been success, but whatever.
It's
1
just
damage.
1 anyways.
Yep.
Okay, now if I hit you again with a demon sword, do you have to do another con save, or do you
Yeah,
just
yeah,
fail
each
3?
hit.
Okay. That's 24. Ooh, with 18 damage, and do your con save.
Con save. Succeed on that one. 18 damage
Okay.
though.
Here we go again. 28
Succeeds
with
the
11
con.
more damage.
Yeah, he's looking hurt with this one.
And Dawnbringer. Dirty 20. With 14 damage, con save.
Yep, failed the con.
And that's a 3, so 17 damage on that hit.
You've hit him a few times in this round now. Each one hurting him more than the last. And with this last one, he just kind of stabs his blade into the ground and says, Loth, I am yours now and forever. Take me as a sacrifice for the matron. As you just say, carve right into him on that last one. Maybe you say a sick one-liner or something.
I say, this is for you, Ace Man, and I look into the screen and I stab the guy in the face.
Meta. Love it. As, yeah, you just take that last one out. He falls down to his knees. Still like almost like in a prayer position as he's held the blade on one hand until he just slides down with his face right at your feet. And did you want to move or do anything else?
Like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna move on over my full 30 feet closer to Fang and the boys. So that would put me right over there. Yep. Bam. One more square over. Just gotta zoom out.
All right.
Boom.
With the
Right
matron
there,
up
and I'm
now.
good.
Cool. in the darkness. In the darkness. Ooh, my screen just went wild.
Darkness.
Darkness, I say. Let's see. What will I do now? Oh yeah. You guys can't see this, but Fang, for the first time, you see her emerge out of her throne and walk through the darkness with her staff in hand. Massive obsidian black spider staff. And with that, she touches it down on the ground, tapping it a few times. Says, "Why are you running away? We're just beginning to have our fun now, can't you see?" As she says see, the eyes on the staff begin to glow red and pulsate, and you can feel your knees get weak, and your mind begin to have some sort of control, not of your own, but an exterior control force taking over it. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh lordy, come on. 17.
Are you within 30 feet of Solrak?
It doesn't look like it.
No, you're not. Oh wait, do the other guys? No, the other guys are 40 feet as well.
No, they're not.
Alright, let's see. Fang, you feel your mind just go blank for a moment, as if you have no idea what you're about to do, what you are really doing here. You can be charmed, right? Yeah.
I can be.
Yes. Okay. As you hear a voice in your mind, your blank mind now say, "Good. You're under my control now. Look over there." She kind of gestures her head over to Solrak and Wilma and the other drow.
Ah, great.
"Those are your enemies now. Go out and kill. Kill. Kill!" As she casts Dominate Person on you. You are charmed by her. I'll go ahead and can I send this? I'll just send this to you guys like in our Discord so you know what Dominate Person does. Whoops, that's a different one. I did Plane Shift. Yeah, she has complete control over you right now, Fang. And that is that. Let me go ahead and delete that one. You guys watch as Fang's eyes kind of roll back in his head for a moment, and he looks back over in your guys' direction with this hatred in his eyes, and the matron disappears into the darkness once again. Zaran up now says, "Hey, guys, I think your friend there's having a little bit of an issue." So he takes his blades and slashes a couple times into this drow in front of him. That is going to be a 19 to hit. That's a crit, though. Does 5 plus 3, 8 damage. Plus... Are my rolls coming up for you guys?
No.
No.
Interesting. It's 59 right there. He has to make a con save to see if he takes that full damage. He fails with a 1. So this drow just completely carved down, destroyed with this one slash, as Zaran runs down between Wilma and Solrak and says, "Okay, he's your friend, you're gonna have to talk to him." And Kiri is up now. In this darkness, she comes running out and sees some enemies nearby. Solrak, she sees you first. Actually, that'll probably get all of you guys up here. You guys see these flame-like light just descend upon you once again. Of course, it's a fairy fire that she's casting right in this area. Actually, right here. I need everyone except for Stornos to make a dexterity save, please.
Ooh, and I get advantage. If I can see it.
20 there.
Okay. 18.
20 there.
Is fairy fire for her a circle? Isn't it a cube?
No, it's always a circle.
Really? Because
Oh, no, you're right. It is a cube. 20 foot. You're right. It is a cube. Let me go ahead and change that. It's just gonna be the three of you. But yeah, the other ones succeeded anyways. So Solrak, you rolled an 18. Wilma, was your total?
You're muted.
Looks like a 16.
16.
16 total.
Yep.
Yep. You just barely dodge out of the way of that. Just barely making your way out of that, and that's all she's gonna do. She stands there and just cackling. She looks at Fang, kind of like gestures over to the others. Tazarak up now is going to. He's just gonna run up behind Zaran and hold his position there, hold an action. This drow down here comes running out on this lizard's back. As he gets into range of Solrak, he takes his crossbow out, and I think this is going to be a disadvantage with your distance. Oh no, it's just in range. Perfect. He takes a shot at you. That's a nat 1. And takes another shot. That's an 11 total. So 2 of these
That
misses.
doesn't.
Yeah. Unfortunately. Alright, so this little demon guy is just kind of hopping all about, having a good old time. He dashes his full movement right into your guys' vicinity. Ravel, just, you guys hear him yelling out, "I can't hear you, mother! I can't hear anything!" As he just kind of stands where he is. And the Yakwul slides his way up using his full movement to get right about here to Fang. With that, Fang, standing by this fountain here, you start to hear a bit of like a gurgling sound within the fountain. Sounds like something starts to bubble up and make some sort of strange reverberations in here. Wilma, you're up.
Well, I kind of look and I see Fang just staring at Solrak for some ungodly reason, and the eyes are black again. And I just think to myself, "Oh God, not this again!" And I just kind of bolt right at him and do a big old rabbit hop, and I just kind of like land right on his back, and I grab him, and my necklace starts glowing again, and it's gonna be greater restoration on him.
Ooh.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Go back.
You don't want me to do that?
Save it. Save it. Save it.
Oh yeah, you have your thing, right? You can
Save it.
you can do
Save
that
it,
to not
save
be
it,
charmed.
Save it. Save it.
No, just tell me what it is. Like, you can do that not to be charmed.
Correct.
Okay. All right. Cool. Then I won't do it. I want to move back. Woo, 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 woo. Then I look at them both, look at each other, and I go, Thunderdome version 2, baby. And then I am going to. Let's see. There's a yokel.
A little demon
There's
guy
one.
up there.
There's 2. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. I am going to, from all the way back here, I'm gonna hit the girl right here with a level 5 do I have to see people for this spell?
Which one? A dispel?
No. Do I have to see people for a level 5 hold person?
I think you
Use
do.
a hominin that you can see within range. Target must be
Yep.
at the end of each turn. Target. Alright, you know what? I'm going to ready an action to cast level 5 on her. Level 5 hold person on her, or no, I have a level 4 actually. Do I? Or do I have a level 3?
Are you still standing right here where I just pinged?
Hold on, where? Still standing there. Yeah, it's
Okay,
60
gotcha.
feet.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah.
Is
Yep.
this Fang's turn? Or...
Well, I had what I was gonna do, and then he told me not to do it. So I'm like, oh, all right, well, screw that. Level 3 hold person on the 2 drow that I could see. On her and the guy on the back of the thing.
Okay.
These two.
19
19 wisdom.
Hold person. That's not considered a charm, is it?
No, it's just I don't think so. Here, I'll throw it to the thing again. I don't see anything about charm. It's just paralyzed.
Okay, cool. So wisdom for the guy on the
Kiri and the guy, both
Yep.
of them, both of those two.
He rolls an 8.
Come on. What I
Um,
want.
advantage.
Oh, she's advantage.
Yeah.
Fuck.
20 total.
Well, all right, just the one guy then.
All right. Yeah. He hears a spell call out and freezes on the back of this giant lizard. Kiri, knowing what's about to come, is not affected by it at all. Anything else for you?
That's it.
Yeah, she knows that trick. Sorna is up now. He runs his 30 feet behind Zoran, takes out his crossbow and shoots it down at the little fellow, the Quasit, at 25 to hit. Does 10 damage and just hits him in the center of his eyes, and this thing just lays out dead. Sornos will take another shot at the Yakel now, this time with disadvantage because it's a little bit out of his range. A 13 to hit. Does that hit him? I don't think it does. No, it does not. As he just quickly tries to reload another one. And Fang, you are up now. Unfortunately, you can't take any actions on your own will, as you are being dominated. So what you had planned is not going to work. As
What, stillness of mind can't work?
it takes you it takes an action to do that, and you are under her control. You take her actions that she tells you.
Even though I'm charmed, right?
Yeah. So,
Damn.
because
Just done it.
the spell is controlling you, so you don't have control over what action that you take. If it was a different type of charm, perhaps, but it's not on this one.
See, I don't like how you worded it then. You said I was charmed.
Yeah, but I sent you the spell specifically so that you could read it as well.
Yeah, no, I was wondering because this exact same thing happened with Soul Rack, and it's like you couldn't do something then, but oh well.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Fang,
I said.
you hear a voice in your head, Fang, say, "The bearded one. I don't like him. Kill." As you just stand up tall and straight and use your action to attack him.
Alright, hold up. Nat 20. That's hilarious.
Son of a bitch.
18 damage.
You have resistance on all damage, though, Soul Rack. Don't forget that.
Yeah. So 10 damage, so 5.
To 9.
9.
Because it was a crit.
27.
Yep.
11 damage.
Okay, so it's just your action that you have to use. No, you
Okay.
don't have to use your bonus action.
Got it.
Yep. So with
So,
that,
wait, so it was 9 total in the first, or
Yeah.
9 half?
9 total on the first, and then 5 total on the second, so 14 altogether.
Okay, so 7 total for me. Okay, cool.
Just so you know, she used her legendary action to do that action loop to control you there, which is why it works off a turn like this.
Yeah, I was gonna say because it doesn't really like say that like I can't like
she's a
uncharm
legendary
myself.
creature. Yeah, but you have
that
to
makes
use
sense.
the actions that she controls you with.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. With that, Fang ends his turn there. Cerebel is going to let's see. Yeah, she's just going to cast Lesser Restoration on herself so she can fucking hear and not be deafened anymore. Does that, and that is it for her. Solrak, you're up. Fang just attacked you twice viciously. You see, once again, his eyes have turned that black shade as you guys saw before when he was taken under control by whatever madness was afflicting him prior.
So after taking hits by Fang, all I want to do right now is just start slashing and bashing at this bald, possessed head. But no! For I remember, I am the most intelligent one of the group, and I must flex my biggest muscle of them all, my brain.
That's hard.
And so I'm gonna go ahead and look at my Dawnbringer and say,
Why do you
baby,
want him to hit you, dude? Just say it. Why do you want him to hit you?
Hey, don't be meta. Don't be meta.
Yeah. Like,
I said, Dawnbringer, baby, won't you get this fool the light? Bring me the light here! And I'm gonna cast Greater Restoration on Fangalang over here and cure him of his affliction.
There we go.
Now, would that be a bonus action? Like, could I still attack?
No,
Or
that
just an action?
is an action.
Okay.
Unless I stated differently on the Dawnbringer, I don't think I did. I think it's an action to do. You can use an action to touch a creature with the blade and cast Greater Restoration.
Okay. Okay, so then that's basically all I can do. Except I'm gonna go ahead and chug a potion of greater healing.
Alright. So, as you restore Fang back to his normal self, you touch the blade to him and watch as his eyes glow bright white and they roll back and you can see the pupils once again. And he takes a big exhale. He looks around and sees that, you have a couple of bruises and bludgeoning areas clearly from his staff on you. He's not aware of what just happened or why he's standing beside you. But he is back at it and active and back to his normal state once again.
I'm gonna just say, hey, that way. Then that'll be my turn.
Love it. All right. Matron Zereth up now. With that concentration dropped on that spell, you hear her just kind of cackling out once again, says, "You fools. You think you can get by with strength, muscles, and maybe even some trickery of yours. Well, don't you know that the Drow and Loth, we are the domain of trickery and chaos. We thrive in it." She begins to laugh once again, and you guys can just see this whoosh, massive wall of daggers just appear before this darkness, blocking out this southern area from you guys being able to reach it. Let me draw this line.
Oh wait, I would have also moved like 15 feet,
Yeah, go for it.
just like here. Damn.
you guys see this wall of daggers just block in, all slashing rapidly in the air right there, trapping her and whoever was else in the darkness with her behind this, and keeping her with her obsidian black spider throne. Zoran up now will full on. He'll just run his full movement, take out his crossbow at the Yakwil. Handmaiden Saloth takes a shot. 13 will miss, unfortunately. He'll take another shot. natural 20 will hit.
Oh, yeah.
Man, he's got a lot of crits tonight. He does just 8 damage on that. And let me check something on the Yakwil. Resistant to poison, but not immune. Okay. But with a 21 will succeed. Taking half of this damage. What is that? Dice move so I can read. 12 damage total. 5 plus 12, or 8 plus 12, 20 total. Okay. Alright. Kiri is up now. North of the wall, she sees that the blades have begun to start slashing up as she runs up to the edge of it. Mother, let me in! Let me in! She kind of cocks her head back to you guys, and she skulls as she looks over at Solrak, and and oh man, do I want to do this? Solrak, roll a d100 for me, please, and choose high or low, and if you want.
I'm gonna go. Fang just did low. I'm gonna go high.
Okay, and high will be a fail for me. So.
Okay. Yeah, 80.
All right. See, as she starts to hold up her spider head staff as well, and starts to swirl this cloud of smoke before you. Once again, seeming to try to conjure some sort of demon or something, but it only comes this little fiend spitting out of this plume of smoke just right before you, and starts hopping around, screaming once again, like the one previously did. Tazarak is up now. He'll just run on up to this thing. Says, "A closet? Child's play." He goes and slashes at it. A 12 will that hit it? God, it's such a small token. I can't read its AC. 12 will miss. You slash at it again. That will just hit with a 13. Does 6 plus 17 poison, 23 damage. As quick as this thing came, it disappears back into a plume of smoke. It vanishes as the thing's gone. Alright, this guy is paralyzed. This drow, this green one. Wisdom save. 18. What's the save? Colbauer? 19. All right. Still
not quite.
Still frozen on the back of this giant lizard. The giant lizard, none too wise that his master is frozen on him, still runs up and tries to bite at the drow. Right. Actually, he'll bite at Silrak. Usually, drow are friendly. 17 to hit will not hit him. Bring us to Rabble. He will also cast Lesser Restoration on himself. No longer deafened. Yakwil up here does not have Restoration. So he's still deaf. Man, don't want to do it again. Nah, we'll keep it. We'll keep it live. The Yakwil will slide on over towards Solrak, staying 10 feet away from him. With its large goopy arms, takes a slam at you. 14 and a 10. Neither of them will hit you. At the top of the round, you You guys can really hear bubbling and gurgling coming from the fountain. The water starts to rise up higher and higher. Wilma, you are up.
Like it's just water coming up, or
The water in the fountain seems to start to bubble, and like the light that's within there is starting to pulsate a little bit as well. But that's pretty much that's all that you can tell right now, unless you wanted to check it out further.
can I use my action from where I am to check it out further?
Sure. Go ahead and make either investigation. Yeah, make investigation roll.
I'll scroll up. Investigation. Where are you? There
Investigation.
You are. Probably not good. And then I get a
17.
D4 on top of that.
Oh, yeah. So 19. The water is bubbling on over, and like I said, you can see the light coming from there starting to pulse a little bit. And what you notice is that, excuse me, it looks like very soon the water is going to start to pour, overflowing out of this fountain. And as you're really starting to look around here, you see that, you know, all these statues around the fountain, they're all sorts of deities to the Drow pantheon, all sorts of different gods and goddesses. Let's say with your 19 and your combined passive perception, you notice that one of these statues is starting to kind of break loose as well.
And I'm looking at that dagger wall, and like it's a wall.
Yeah, I mean, it just as like a wall of fire, you know, you can pass through it, but like if you try to, like, you know, it's not going to be a good thing.
Oh, it's not like a wall of force. Like you can actually go through it.
Let me double check that, but I believe you can. Where is this? I think you can. It's just like a bunch of blades, but why can't I find the spell right now?
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. Because I'm basically trying to see if she's like setting herself apart.
Yeah, I mean, with
from us.
your investigation and everything, you would definitely imagine that's the case.
All right, I'm gonna run up here to the guys and let them know that something bad's about to happen. We should maybe think about hightailing it out of here.
It's a vertical wall whirling razor sharp blades.
Yeah, but like when this water, like that's not a safe space. Like when the water comes through and this stuff
no,
comes
so it's
down,
just
like,
considered like difficult terrain to get through it. It's not like a physical, like complete
Got it.
wall. Yeah.
Got it. All right. Yep. I do all that, and then I just kind of move up a bit, and I would holler out to Fang and Solraka and the other guys. We got to get this moving. Something's brewing over there.
All right. With that, Sornos is up now. He will. I don't want to touch anything. I just refreshed my player screen. Sornos will run on up though as close as he can to this Yakul. I'm not sure if he can get exactly in range. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yes, he can. He'll get right there. And take a couple slashes at him with his short sword. That is a natural 1. And then a 22. 22 will hit. He does 9 plus half of this, 7 or 6, so 15 damage. Ooh, my Sornos token got messed up. Okay, how much did I just say? 9 plus 6 is 14. Okay. All right, Fang, you were up now. I'm gonna refresh again.
So, what do you want me doing, Wilma?
I think we need to kill these things and... I don't know. I think it's too late to run at this point. But kill these things as fast as you can.
The statues or the drow?
Oh, the drow.
Got it. Okay, and then I run up. Let's see. Alright. I will run to this drow. So if the Yakel wants opportunity attack.
Oh, it does. Big gloopy arm just misses you.
Alright. And so baseball swings with a staff. 29.
That'll hit.
10 damage. And again, 26.
That'll also hit.
7 damage. And then bonus action. Kick the bitch for 23.
That'll hit.
Alright. And 7 more damage.
A couple massive hits into her. Definitely seem to hurt her, but she's looking back at her mother, like wanting to dive through these daggers, but definitely doesn't seem like she actually wants to. She just wants to get out of this space. Anything else for you?
Yep, I just moved back, and that's my turn.
Okay. Cerebell up now. Fang, where you're standing now, you can start to see. Actually, no, they're in the cloud of darkness over here, so you can't see shit. She is doing something. And Solrag, you're up.
Oh God. All right. Is this green guy still paralyzed?
Correct. Yep.
Cool. So I'm gonna swing at him.
Advantage.
The demon sword. Yeah, buddy. Let's see what we got. 28. That is. I can't see my bonus damage.
It's crit damage, so because he's paralyzed.
Nice.
So
13 plus.
Yep. 13 plus 8 is 21.
Yep, and do a con save from a poison.
And then 10 plus 5, right? So
yeah.
What's that start off with? 21
18.
plus 15 is 36.
Yep.
Okay, let's go ahead and make this con save. That is a natural 20.
Oh. Okay, I'll swing again. That's 26.
Yep, that'll hit. Crit damage.
Yeah, just hold on, just in case. Ooh, actually, yeah, never mind.
Alright, so that's 19 plus 11 is 30. Another big slash into him. I'll make another con save. Oh, that is 13.
Okay, and then third hit. I go again on my own. 27 and 17, so 27.
Yep.
And that is
14 plus 11.
25.
25. With that one, you just find a perfect spot underneath his leather armor to pierce through its body. As he's just frozen on the back of this giant lizard. It's easy picking for you. And just kind of swing him off of the giant lizard's body. So you have another swing left.
Great.
Bonus action.
Yeah, buddy. For the lizard. Dawnbringer time. That's a 25.
That'll hit.
With 15 damage. Oh, yeah. That feels good.
15, and I'll make a con save on him. Natural 20.
All right. So
Waste it. Waste it. Okay. The matron up now. You guys can just hear her cackling once again. Oh, Loth, demon god of chaos, show these meek, weak humanoids just the chaos that we thrive on. As she lifts up her staff in the darkness, you guys can't see this, slams it down, and even emanating from the darkness, Fang, you can see a flash of white light just pour out from the sides of it. I mean, it's like it's flooding out from this area. And then just silence. And Zoran is up now. Zoran will approach this Yakul right here. Take a couple... Oops, I removed him from the combat tracker. Okay, he will take a couple of slashes.
Left now.
And let's see. 11 will miss. He'll do it again. 15 will just hit. Yes. He takes a nice piercing into him. 9 damage. Let's see if the poison will do something. 27 on that, but let's see if he succeeds the con save. He does, so he takes half of 27, so that's 13 half to 6, plus the 9 is 15 damage. Yakul's still somehow standing, chunks of him being flown off everywhere in this room, but nonetheless, he's still got some fight in him. Fang, you approach Kiri with a couple of Fist of Fury and a roundhouse kick. She ain't down with that. So she looks back at her mom and sees that flash of white light, and she knows what just happened. And she groans and skulls once again at you. She pulls tight her whip as she gets closer to you. She looks at the whip and kind of like looks to the side and says, nah. And she grabs down to her side a whip that she has with a few tentacles coming off of the end of it instead of the normal kind of like snakes that she has on the one. And with this, she takes the whip and she extends it out towards you. She's actually going to stay back where she was standing. As she cracks that, you watch as each one of the tentacles, 3 of them off the end of it, all extend out towards you, swiping in your direction. 18.
Just miss.
11 and 17.
Almost.
Quickly, nimbly, just dodging out of the way of each one of these. It doesn't seem to hit you. And that's going to be it for her. She just kind of cries out, "How could you do this to me, mother?" And Tazarak is up now. He's got this giant lizard right here. Big target for him to slash at. That will hit with a 25. Does 10 plus 11, 21 damage. This thing looks like he's about to drop as he takes another swing. Oh, but he can't do it. This thing really looks like it's about to drop, though. The Yakul up now. Zoran right here. He's just going to take a couple swings at Zoran, who just nailed him. 16 will hit him. It will just hit him. Yes. And then I'll do it again. 11 will miss, but he does 8 plus 11, 19 points of damage on Zoran, who is honestly not looking so hot right now with that. He hunches over with the poison kind of just dripping off of his body off this Yakul attack, and he's looking very, for a dark-skinned drow, he's looking very pale and light and sweating profusely. At the top of the round, as he's beginning to sweat and quiver a little bit, it doesn't help his quivering that the earth below your guys' feet starts to rumble and shake as water starts to pour out of the fountain around here. Just instantly, a tidal wave sprays out from in here. I need everyone to make a dex save.
Can't see my fucking rolls. I don't understand what. Can you see my roll, Nate?
Yeah, you rolled a 9. And that was with
Plus my-
you rolled a disadvantage for
advantage.
some reason.
Oh no, I meant to roll with advantage.
Regardless,
What
though,
the fuck?
you no, I'm sorry. It says 2D and then 7, but you did get the 7 on there. So yeah, I think that was an advantage roll. Yeah, you rolled a 9.
Okay, but I get a D4 on that, right?
You do, as long as Wilma's within that range, or if anyone's within the range of you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
So yeah, if
sweet.
anyone
I got
wants to roll a
13.
D4, you think you need to go for it.
I rolled
13.
mine. I got 24.
Fang, what'd you roll?
29.
Yeah, I figured.
Nat 20.
Nice. Kiri. Wow. Everyone except for the lizard. Oh wait, Yakul. I didn't roll Yakul. Dex save. Everyone but the lizard. Lizard just gets swept away 10 feet, falling prone. He was deafened, so maybe he didn't notice and hear the sound of the gushing water pouring out of here. He falls down prone.
He's just standing there.
Yeah.
Like, do-do-do-do-do.
Yeah,
Hang
exactly.
on.
But this whole area around you guys is it's like ankle deep, almost knee deep water now, as this water pours out of here. So everything in this area is difficult terrain now, so it takes double your movement to get anywhere. And with that, Wilma, your head over your shoulder, looking at this fountain, you notice the one statue of this giant spider-like goddess just completely dismantles from the plinth it sits on, and you guys can see this massive statue that was once part of this fountain is broken loose. Clearly an idol of Goth begins to make its way closer and closer to you guys. It rolls a really low initiative, so you have plenty of time to make a move towards it, but it just disconnects itself from the fountain essentially. You can hear its stony body grinding against itself as its head looks around at you guys, and its eyes fixed on you start to glow and buzz. Wilma, you are up. And also this wall of daggers, and this cloud of darkness disappears, and no one is left behind.
Fun. Okay.
And once again, you just kind of hear that laughing echoing in your head, or just throughout this whole chamber, not just in your head, of the matron.
All right. Well, like you said, we got some time, so I am going to. And this is, you said it's all difficult terrain,
Yeah, everything is double movement.
so I can only go 15 feet. So I'm gonna go up to here. And I am going to then. Which one of these three look the most beat up? The lizard, the Yakul, or her?
The lizard is, if he was on his legs, he'd be on his last leg. But since he's on the ground, he's pretty fucking hurt. The Yakul next in line.
Got it. I'll give the lizard a give me a 19 dex save.
He's prone. Fails.
Oh, cool. All right.
Or
So then
is it
just-
fails dex saves? Oh no, prone doesn't actually change that for whatever reason.
right? It would make sense, at least disadvantage.
Yeah. Yep. So dex save. I mean, he's going to fail it. Yeah, 4.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, ignites at the sacred flame, and just lets out another weird groan and just dies.
All right. I kind of point back to everybody to the Loth creature, and I just tell everybody we should give her some space, but Bang, you might want to stay close too, buddy. And that's gonna be. Oh boy, let's see what happens next. All right.
All right, Sarnos is up. He's going to move his 15 feet. Actually, yeah, he'll use his 15 feet of movement. I don't know. I guess he'll get right up to Kiri. With that, he takes his blade out and begins to swing at her. 12 will miss on her. Does it again. 14 will... Whoops, shit. Of course I moved this in the worst place. 14 will also miss. Yes. My Sorno's token is all fucked up on my damn screen. But, Fang, you were up. What do you do?
Alright. Okay.
I'm gonna refresh my DM.
Hold on 1 second. Will I have to stay within 30 feet of you?
If you want the D4, you gotta stay within 30 feet.
And that's on any attack roll?
It's on basically one roll a turn of anything,
Got it.
except for damage.
Any D20
Okay.
roll, yeah.
Got it. Okay. Alright, let's see. I will run up to. I see our friend DiGiorno has taken care of the last drow, so I'm gonna run up to the spider
So
at
your movement is...
45.
I
I can run. I can run across liquids.
Oh, that's right.
You're gonna take her on by yourself?
No, I'm gonna come
Okay.
back.
All right.
And I, with my staff, swing.
17. You feel your quarterstaff strike into her, and a lot of resistance with that, but it still chips off a little bit of her form.
Oh, fucking A. And with that, add a little bit more strength with a stunning strike to con save DC 17.
Okay.
Let me roll damage.
17.
Ah, fucking A. Alright, 8 damage.
Okay.
I'm gonna hit her again. Oh, 29.
29 will hit.
I'm gonna do stunning strike on that again.
Okay. Let's see. That's a natural 20.
Jesus. Alright. Alright, well, let me roll for damage again. So 12 damage.
Nice.
And bonus action. Kicker for 28.
28 will hit.
And 11 more damage.
Nice.
And
You're just
then-
taking off little bits of chunks off the lower part of her spidery legs, and definitely has your attention, or you have its attention.
And that is my turn.
Alright. That'll bring us to Solrak. Solrak, you got this dripping Yaklul ready to fall, just 10 feet away from you.
Pretty gross stuff. I'm gonna hop on my broom and zip zap zoop, so I don't have to worry about the movement.
Sure.
And I'm gonna move right up to this kumquat here and take a swipe at it with
Alright.
my demon sword.
Go for it.
23
That'll hit.
with 7 damage
7
and
damage.
do a con save.
Yes.
Actually, the con save would have, that ran out after 8 rounds, right? we agree
after
upon?
this round, yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. So we're good.
So he rolls a 5. He is resistant to poison, so it'll be half
Ooh.
this damage. Actually,
Let's get a 4.
I'm sorry, I've been
See if I
saying he's
get one.
resistant, but no, he's actually immune. So
Oh
forget
shit!
about it.
All right. So forget about it.
Forget
Okay.
about it.
Number 2, 14.
14 will miss.
But I'll use my D4 actually.
Alright, you will hit.
Yeah, buddy.
That will just hit.
Okay. And a 29 will be the third, but let me do my damage on the first thing. 8 plus 6 is 14 on the second hit.
Oh yeah, you take a massive chunk out of him there.
And It looks like 15 on this third hit.
Okay, and with this one, he only had 4 health left. You take a big slash right out of the center of him. His red eye kind of just drops down to the lower part of his oozing form and just kind of swims away in this pool as his whole yellow ichor oozy body just kind of spreads out in the pool around you guys. And you just see his eyeball like a bobber floating on the ocean just kind of float away from you. Blinks one last time and then just disappears.
Well, that is beautiful. I have 25 feet of movement. So I'm going to move to this lady right here and slash her with my Dawnbreaker. For my last hit. Hey. Oh, that's a 30.
That will hit.
And that's 14. And she's not undead or anything, right? She's just a bitch.
She's not dead yet. Nope. Just a bitch.
14.
And I will make a con save for her. She succeeds.
All right. And that will be a turn.
Q. Alright, Brackful, let me delete you from here. Zoran is up now. And he's stuck between 2 places. He's going to run down with Sornos and Solrak. 15 feet, takes out a crossbow and shoots it at this biatch. That's a natural 20. Man, he has gotten so many crits. And
I feel like in
that's like
each
the
round
fourth
he
or
gets a
fifth.
crit.
he's the one to get a crit too, because he's an assassin, so it does like so much more fucking damage. So that's 12 plus move dice, so I can fucking read. I'll make her con save while this is getting away. Oh, that was 50 though. She fails the con save, so takes that full damage. Oh man, she is. With that slash, she falls down to her knee, drops her the scourge, her whip in her hand, and looks back up at Zoran and says, "Loth, I will meet you soon in the abyss." As he takes another shot, and with that, shoots her right in between the eyes, and she falls down dead with 8 points left. Well, I guess I'll roll damage to see, but she will die. There we go, 8 points.
Exact.
Yeah,
Yay.
he's a-
And her body falls face first into this wading pool that you guys find yourself standing in currently, and blood starts to spread out in this water as well. Gross. Alright, that was her turn, or she's dead, he's dead. Tazarak. One thing I forgot to do. I'll do it in a second. Tazarak sees Yakel dead, sees everyone else dead. Yeah, it's just the Statue of Wealth now. So he goes running up 15 feet. Says, I never really liked you. He just kind of cocks a crossbow and takes a shot at her. And, of course, it's just like an avatar of her. It's not actually her, but both shots just miss as it pings off of her hard stone body. And with that,
Oh shit. Fuck.
that's what I forgot to do that I wanted to do. She starts to shoot out this purple aura around her body, just emanating this magical aura off of her as she stomps off of this plinth that she stands on and makes her way closer to Fang. Boom. The earth's shaking around you guys. Little bits of rock starts to fall from the ceiling a little bit. She takes one of her massive legs and slams it down. Fang dodges out of the way of that. She goes and takes another one, slams that down with a 26.
Yeah, that'll hit.
She does 19 points of bludgeoning damage. She just spreads
It's half.
to Fang also.
It's 60 feet of me. I can drop it in the
This is for.
the Dawn Soul.
I think it's just when you casted it though.
for a minute.
Yeah,
It
but
says each ally within the area gains a temporary hit points and has resistance. Oh.
it's when you.
So the area doesn't move with me.
No, it's
Okay.
just
I
just
gotcha.
like when you cast it. It's like when you
Yep.
cast a spell, essentially.
Yep. So Fang's beat.
Yeah. So just 19 bludgeoning damage, Fang.
Never mind.
As it stands its way on over here, and it takes a step over your body, and it's just kind of like you're towering over you. You look up and you see its massive form, the spider-like form with a woman's abdomen protruding from it. This long, silken white hair. She raises her arms to the sky, and Wilma, you're up.
I am going to. That's looking all right. I'm gonna back up a little bit. If I can move 15, and then I'm gonna. Oh, we got lots of fun stuff. And then I'm gonna just blast it with
There we go.
Sacred Flame. 19 Dex save.
Is it 19 dex?
Yep, 19 Dex, 21 damage.
Yeah, that's a 14.
All right, 21 damage.
And this is radiant damage, right?
Yes.
Cool. Massive body can't seem to get out of the way of this radiant strike down on her. Hits some of her form, and definitely seems to hurt it a little bit, but still has a lot of strength and power within it. Anything else for you?
Here. That's gonna be it for me right now.
Okay. So let me delete Kiri out of here.
It's not undead, is it?
It is not. No, you imagine something like this is some sort of like construct. All right, so that's your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Sarnos is up now. He wades his way over here in this knee-deep water now that is starting to really pour out of this this fountain. Takes a shot with the crossbow, hoping to do something. It does pierce into her, into its form, doing 8 damage, or it pierces in, but definitely, Fang, you see little darts like this, nothing magical. Definitely doesn't seem like it's doing too much damage. It does a little bit, but not much. That is it for her, or for them, unfortunately. Fang, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Hold the Dead on it. Wisdom saving throw, I think. Yes,
Yes.
DC 17.
I forget, is there something about with constructs on it? No, there isn't. Wisdom save. That is a 15.
Nice.
Wait, I do have advantage. Let me do it again. 14. Cool.
Nice. So, 13. And then, okay. With my Undying Flame, do I add my proficiency bonus to that?
Yes,
Like
but
the
did
damage?
you roll d12s or did you roll d8s?
D12s.
Okay, just make sure because that damage. None of the rolls were higher than 8. So 13. Yeah, add your proficiency bonus to that too. So 18, right?
Yes.
Cool.
Is that? I think that's it for that, right?
Yeah, unless you have a bonus action you want to use.
Nothing.
Soul Racket's up next.
Yeah.
No, I will. No, I will just. I will move back. Move away.
Okay. She will slam at you.
Yep. It's cool.
Lifts up an arm, slams it down, and you just quickly make your way out of there, which is a little bit too slow. And anything else?
That is everything.
Okay, Solrak.
All right, 1 second. I have to reload my sheet. Just keep freezing.
What the sheet?
If I move, yeah, the sheet. Yeah, fuck this sheet. So if I move into the sphere, do I immediately take damage, or can I roll for it? For
No, so the aura around her isn't anything like physical or anything. It's just because she's got this magic essence to her. That
Just
I thought,
cool shit.
I thought that'd be fun to have on the screen.
Just cool shit.
She's just scary. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Perfect. So I'm gonna zip zap zoop on over to her, and I'll be right in front. I'm gonna take a big L swing with demon sword on this spider hoe.
Go for it.
Ooh, 11 on the first
Oh,
one.
that will miss.
29.
29 will hit.
And that is 13 damage.
13
And
damage, nice.
wait, is it with Dawnbringer that? Is it a crit, I think?
No.
19s?
No, that was an old feature. Don't worry about it.
Okay, so then don't worry about it. So for number 3 now, here we go. Why do you keep freezing, sheet? I think this update's not that good. Keeps freezing my sheet above VTT peeps. Just so you know.
Asmoria, you hear that?
Son
we
of a
love you,
bitch! I
Asmoria.
hate you.
No, we
Just
love
kidding.
you. I want to keep it above
Just-
above head right now.
Just give it a second for my sheet to work, so I can.
Sure, I'll roll a d20
Roll my
for you.
third
Let's
attack.
see. It's a 13 plus whatever.
I like your rolls.
That's above average.
God,
It's probably a hit too.
Yeah.
if it's a hit, that works for me. I
No,
don't
no,
care.
no, no. My rolls suck. Go for it.
Not one.
All right. Okay, reload the
If you're rolling that
sheet.
20,
I'm
I'm gonna
back
slap
there.
you.
This is gonna be amazing. Okay, here I go. Come
No
on,
shot.
sheet.
That one.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the net one.
13. The same roll.
That's hilarious. I rolled a 13 on the dice though, which would have been more. But yeah, so that misses.
Yeah,
Plus my 4, plus my 4, 14. Damn it.
That misses.
Okay.
Yeah,
Was that
right.
my second or third roll?
That was
Jeez, man.
third.
Third. That was third. Yeah. Okay. So the Dawnbringer now. 16
You already
plus
used
my
your
D4.
No, you already used your D4.
Damn.
That will miss.
Bitch.
Take a couple of slashes into her. You get one hit on her. Seemingly can't seem to break through that hard, stony exterior for form.
It's the aura. It's too cool.
Whoa! Zoran will come running up, and yeah, he hasn't used this yet. He's going to cast Fairy Fire on her for you guys. Let's see if she can break out of this. What's the save on it? It's just an 11. It's not very high. And she rolls a 10.
No shot. No shot.
So she begins to glow with this radiant light just emanating around her. Easy target for you guys to all hit now. As Zoran says, I lit her up. I made it easy. Now hit her. And Tazarak sees this and standing right beside her will take a couple swings. Actually, I'm sorry. She has advantage on magical effects. So let's go ahead and do that one more time. 9. Okay. All right. Bunny. He will take
9.
2 swings, or a swing with advantage. That is a 22, and then he'll do it again. That is a 21. Those will both hit. Does that poison is nothing. So 5 damage plus 8 damage, but once again, you guys see his blade, which is not a magical blade of sorts, is not seeming to do as much damage chipping away as much, even though he hit her twice. Yeah, unfortunately. The Statue of Loth glowing right now, kind of like taking a few steps back, looks down at the big guy in front of her with these two big swords, and just Sorak, as I mentioned, as you guys saw her crawl out of this fountain, her eyes were glowing and pulsing with this white light. They begin to turn red as she stares down at you, and you can feel this sensation over your body as like these waves of energy pour over you. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please. Actually, I can do this too. She's going to crawl right here and get you, Zoran, and Tazarak with this.
Get D4 on that.
Wisdom save.
17.
Let's see. He rolls a 16. I'll use the D4 too. 18. Wisdom. Oops. Wisdom. This one actually. Plus D4. You rolled a 17 total.
Yes.
Oh, you lucky bastard. She kind of stares down at all of you guys, and you watch as Zoran quickly covers his eyes, and you having this wisdom and this strength within you to fight off this spell. But you look over at Tazarak though, and you see as he just becomes like lethargic right next to you, as he has become slowed. That means he can only take one attack on his turn and can't do any reactions or anything else. With that, she kind of like, just scans the area once again, slams her two front legs down on the floor, splashing the water before you and kind of shaking the ground a little bit. The ground shakes so much that a little bit of stone falls down before her in a 10-foot cube, which it will just be Solrak, I think it'll affect. I need you to make a dex saving throw, Solrak.
Son of a bitch. 14. Do I get a D4 on that too?
You do.
Okay, buddy. 16.
16. Okay. You will just take half of this. So that's 4 points of bludgeoning damage as you dodge out of the way of a couple of rocks that fall from the ceiling, splash into the water beside you. And Wilma is up.
All right, so I see her giving some magic just to people. I just go, a little bit of extra help, everybody, and that's going to be a cast of Bless from my necklace as a bonus action.
Okay, that is a concentration, so whatever you're concentrating on.
Yeah, I was concentrating on the hold person before. Which
Okay, yeah,
dropped,
gotcha.
So just keep it up. And then we'll Sacred Fire her again. 19 dex save, 20 damage. And then I'm gonna move back to here.
Just radiant light pours on her, just cries out in anguish from it. Not down with the radiance.
Not down with the radiance. All right, and that's it. So so everybody has an extra D4 on every roll.
Yeah, with the bless.
Every D20 roll, yeah.
Correct.
With the other one.
And so what level did you cast that at?
It's a level. People, I think it's on the. Let's see, what is it on the?
Oh, that's right. It's on the necklace.
It's the necklace. It's a level 1, which
so
is
3 people then.
3 people, including myself. So just us 3.
Okay, gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Sornos is up. Let's see. He will step to the side so he doesn't shoot at Solrak, and takes a couple shots with the crossbow up at her. 17 will just hit, and 11 will miss. He does a measly couple points on her. As Sorak, you see this crossbow bolt like just barely take off like a pebble from her form, hits the body, but it's just a flesh wound. Fang, you were up.
Sneak on up. Chop away with my my staff. 26, 27.
Yep.
Ten damage.
10
Run it
damage.
back. 14. Oof. 12.
You have
I'm not
you're
gonna-
blessed. It's not like spending it. It's like just use it. So roll a d4.
Yeah, but I don't know if I will have enough.
Well, we'll
It's
see.
free.
Fuck it.
It's
Fuck
free,
it,
so you
I
might as well
guess.
see.
Yeah. 17.
You hit.
Yeah. 9 damage.
9
And
damage.
then bonus action. Oh god. Kick her for an 18.
18 will hit.
Yeah. And 7 damage. And then we run back.
Oh, I thought you were saying like you're about to do it again. I was like, what? You got action surge?
Accessors.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Cool. Sorak, you see Fang hit her a few times, getting some solid chunks off of her body. You see her front legs starting to buckle just a little bit. And as they do, you can kind of notice a glowing gemstone lodged in like between her her thorax and her where her front arms are.
Ooh. Does this look like a price to get after we kill it, or perhaps what powers it?
Make a the thing that's your investigation roll.
Just fucking stab it, dude. Just fucking stab it.
That's what I'm thinking. 11.
Yeah,
you roll-
Hold on, let me.
you're gonna add both
Let me
d4s
do
because, or I mean, you don't have to add the second one, but 14 if you want to leave it at that. That's cool. If you want to roll another one,
No, that's
17,
so
okay.
18.
as you like look at
18.
it quickly, 18. You can see it's slowly, dimly pulsing in her form. Not something that looks like it's not it's active in some sort of capacity. As you can see, this magical arcane powers pulsating from it.
Break it.
Yeah, you can imagine,
I'm
of
gonna
course,
swing at it.
with it being such a small thing surrounded by her stone form, it's going to be a bit harder for you to hit than it would her directly, but you can absolutely try to go for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to that general area. Hopefully, I hit it directly, but it's a
Yeah.
fucking flaming sword. It'll be cool regardless.
So you're going for the crystal.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
15.
I'd say you have advantage on her. I won't say it on the crystal. So a 15. If you, oh yeah, you already used the d4s. That's gonna miss, unfortunately.
You can use bless again. That's every roll.
Oh yeah, bless you can use again. That's correct. If you just want to add a d4,
Woo,
but
so-
actually you won't hit regardless. So that's a miss if you're swinging at the diamond or the crystal.
Well, see, after this one, seeing how difficult that was, I'm just gonna swing at the general area where
Sure.
it is.
Okay, so you're swinging at her then.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. You have advantage on these then.
Actually, fuck it. Now I'm gonna go for the goddamn thing.
All right,
Stick
go for
with
it.
My guns. Let's do this. 30, bitch. That's a nat 20. Suck my dick.
Good choice.
Nice. Fucking awesome. Go ahead and roll your crit damage. That clearly you
Yep.
missed the first one. And you're kind of embarrassed by that. You're starting to second guess yourself. But then you see as she kind of repositions herself, this perfect opening, and you just slash into it. You watch as it splinters a little bit. The pulse
Can't
that
see
was
my
once
damage.
glowing brightly is starting to dim. I see a 10 and a 5. So let's see. Add 8 to the 10, that's 18. Add 10 to the 5, that's 15. So that's 33. Oh yeah, this crystal like
Yep.
splits. You've definitely done some significant damage to it as the bright light that was glowing from it, which is causing now you see this aura of energy and magic around her, seems to start to flicker.
All right, I'm going again. Number 3. 19.
You
34 on it.
throw a bless
Oh
on it.
yeah. Do a bless on it. Oh yeah, 23.
That'll hit.
Plus. And 11 plus. I can't see my second damage.
6, so 17.
Woo, nice. 17 damage.
And what was the first
Uh,
one again? I forget. It was 9.
35 or something.
Yes. Okay. You watch as the crystal is completely like split wide open now. It's still sitting hunked in her form. Still looks like it's pulsing energy, magical aura into its body. But you watch as some of that looks like it's starting to spill out into the air right now. And you have a pretty good thought that maybe one more solid hit would take care of this thing.
Well, I look at Dawnbringer and say, "Don't fail me now, baby!" Yeah, and then I take a swing.
The D4 on it.
Throw a D4 on it. 22.
That will just hit.
Yeah, buddy. That's 10 damage there.
Yeah, 10 plus. Oh, yeah, it's just the 10. So it's the radiant.
Yeah, it's just 10.
With that, Sorak just sees this perfect spot in the crack of this crystal where he's slashed into it a few times already. He goes up one last slash, knocks this thing, and the crystal just it makes this loud, like, bursting, pulsing sound all throughout you guys, and this all throughout this area rather, and it almost knocks you back as this light just completely pours out of it and blinds for a moment. And you watch as the crystal just dislodges from its abdomen and falls down to the ground. And with that, Loth's statue form begins to try to hobble over in your direction. And its legs just kind of spread out wide as it lets out one like death screaming throw to the air. You watch as it starts to tremble and shake. Bits of it starts to crack up through its form. And then all of a sudden, it explodes right there like a arcane like bomb of sorts that was holding it together. And with that, bits of rocks begins to fly everywhere. I need everyone to make a dex saving throw.
Oh, shit.
I get 3 D4s.
That's 20 plus
19.
23.
17 plus 3, 20, cool.
19.
That's another 20 there. Fang, what'd you roll?
21.
21. 19 on him. Okay. As bits of her form just flies out throughout the room, just completely in this massive pulsing explosion. Most of you guys are able to dodge out of all the debris and everything. Whoever rolled over 20 takes 12 damage. If you rolled under that, you take 24. Bludgeoning damage, that is. Yes, Sorno's.
Some of us.
Sorno's got the half, right? As well?
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, the only one that didn't get the half was Soul Rat. It was Fang.
Yeah, so everyone, if you succeeded and you got that thing, so Solrak, you take 6 damage or whatever.
Yep.
With that 6 damage, though, a piece of the rock, as Zoran just dodges out of the way quickly enough, most of it to evade like a massive chunk from hitting his flesh, his center of body. A chunk just hits him in the side of his temple, and he falls straight back into the pool, lights out. As the form of Loth's statue just crumbles and has exploded and is obviously no longer active. Zoran, however, though, has seemed to have paid the ultimate price in helping you guys.
He like
I
just
run
passed
over
away. Can we run over and help him?
Yeah, I run over to him and cast Spare the Dying on him.
Okay, so he's stable, but is not like fully conscious yet.
Wilma, can you hurry up and help him over here?
Kind of
Yeah,
flip him over.
What do I have? Yep, I run over and I give him a potion of healing. It's a regular old-fashioned potion of healing.
I'll roll that for you. 2d4 plus 2. 7 health. Cool. As Fang, you quickly turn him over so his face isn't down in this knee-deep water. You see his eyes just rolled back in his head and yell for Wilma to come over, who quickly feeds him a potion. As the liquid pours down his throat, he begins to cough again and looks up at you guys all around him, a little bit of like shock and awe. It's like, did we do it? We got them all.
We smashed them all here. You were awesome. We couldn't let you die.
I appreciate that. Being someone, type that maybe you're not too fond of, as he looks around at the other bodies in here, all the other drow bodies floating in the water, kind of like drifting beside you guys, of the rest of the people that you killed in here. It's like, it takes a bigger man, a brave man, to stand up for what they know is right. And by God, those Zerleran fucks, they had what's coming to them. He coughs once again.
You're damn right they do.
If only we could have gotten that matron Zerith before she disappeared.
Yeah, where do you think she went off to?
If I had to guess, there's 3 places I'd have in mind. Coughs again. One would be back to Menzoberranzan, back to their actual house there. 2 could be Dagantlegrim. And 3, well, it could be asking for a favor from a creature down in the abyss. And let's just hope it's not option number 3. For all of our sakes. Because that Gladbrazu that we saw, he's a weaker fiend or demon compared to what she has power over and has on her side as well, and can bring back here to potentially end what the others couldn't finish.
Don't worry. Whatever the path lies ahead, rest assured that the wrecking crew will take care of it. I stick my hand out to him to help him up.
He grabs your hand and gives you a one-eyed wink as you pull him up, and he brushes off all this like kind of gross liquid that's been pouring out of this fountain, which now that the statue is no longer animated, it stops to bubble and the lights are no longer flickering and pulsing from within the center of it. He says, well, I promised you all I'd help you get to the next spot, to find this illithid layer where you can find this brain once and for all. Well, let's not waste any more time and let's get to it then, shall we?
I'm just standing there with an empty healing potion vial, and I just kind of mutter to myself, "Thanks, Wilma. Great job. You really good job using your own supplies and healing me. Really appreciate it. Cool. Anytime. All right. It's my pleasure." And then I just kind of
yeah, go on.
I just kind of like hop away after just muttering all that.
So you start muttering that, and Zeron looks at you. Is like, I was going to say something, but thank you, Wilma. Thank you, all of the wrecking crew. And you still hear the sound of like a band playing to the northwest, as all of this has kind of died out now. There's still like, now the music was like kind of like very like bum dun dun bum 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 dun 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 dun, like very combat heavy, but now it's like celebratory, and you hear people cheering and shouting from the northwest. Yeah, the bastards are gone! You did it! You did it! You hear like a shaking of like a metal cage, and that's where we'll pick it up the next time we get together. Yeah, yeah. Awesome game, guys. I'm glad we didn't end up in a TPK. Which, you know, I ran some test trials. It could have happened. No, great game, guys. If we have it in us this week to maybe do a shorty Wednesday, we can definitely try to do that. If not, we'll just pick it back up
Do
on
it.
Sunday. Um, that said, guys, anyone want to close out with anything?
We got
That was fun.
bowling Wednesday, so it has to be after bowling.
Bowling, classic
Hopefully
Wednesday
get my
night
new
activity.
Bowling sounds good.
Yes,
Got nothing to wake up for Thursday, so
awesome.
it's beautiful.
Nothing
Great.
special.
And
Yeah, I know most of
Not
y'all
crazy.
don't work on Thanksgiving.
Are you?
and
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
And as far as anything to close it on, you keep bringing them, we'll keep smashing them down here.
I feel like
Bring it
I
on.
feel like you're like preying on a TPK now. I feel like you haven't really like
We
really
tried.
had to like fuck us up yet. Except for Wilmore, actually. Forgot about that.
We had a little disintegration happening. It's all right. All right, guys. With that
Yeah.
said, great fight, great night. We will pick it up the next time we're all together. Thanks everyone for tuning in tonight. We had a couple people in here chatting, Lindsay and Ace Man. We appreciate you. Take it easy, guys. Take that short rest, long rest, whatever you got in you. Have a good turkey day. If we don't play this Wednesday, if not, then I'll say it again then. Take it easy, guys. Watch out for those goblins on the stairs. Catch you next time.
All right.
Peace out.
Later, Gators.
Later.
Peace.